Thought that was how it all ended? Think again. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 sequels you didn't know were being made. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at movies at some actual stage of development, or that have been confirmed by a cast or crew member. This is Hollywood, of course, so projects may eventually not make it, and titles, naturally, are tentative. Number 10, Furia.
All you people are so scared of me.
A fourth installment in the Riddick franchise isn't exactly recent news. It's been revealed for some time now that Furia will see Vin Diesel's titular character finding his home planet.
What planet?
It's been rumored that this film may be an R-rated origin story, staying consistent with how each of the earlier installments in the Riddick franchise possessed their own differentiable genre. In 2015, Vin Diesel revealed that writer-director David Twohy had begun penning the sequel. However, updates have been scarce of late, and there's currently no specific release date planned. The Riddick franchise has a lot of unanswered questions, and fans will be hungry to see how the sequel unfolds.
But instead of Furia, we wind up someplace called not Furia.
Number 9, MacGruber 2.
MacGruber, making life-saving inventions out of household materials.
In 2010, a fan-favorite Saturday Night Live sketch came to the big screen. Created by Jorma Taccone of The Lonely Island, MacGruber is itself a parody of the 80s action show MacGyver. Though this spoof was considered a commercial flop at the box office, it has since reached cult status, and writer Will Forte has announced he's working on a script for a sequel.
I mean, it's a very rough early draft of the script, but we are trying to do it.
After helming pop star Never Stop Never Stopping, Taccone has established himself as a go-to director of comedy feature films, and we look forward to seeing this one.
I don't know what I'm doing and everybody hates me.
Number 8, Beetlejuice 2.
Oh, it's about time.
When Tim Burton's Beetlejuice was released in 1988, it stunned critics and fans alike with its mix of absurd jokes and expressionist horror. Featuring Michael Keaton as the devious ghost haunting a young Winona Ryder, the original became an instant comedy classic. After trying to get a sequel off the ground in the early 90s with Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian, Burton became distracted by making Batman Returns, as well as a canceled Nick Cage Superman movie. Fast forward 30 years, and it looks as if there's still hope for Beetlejuice 2. A script has been written, and both Keaton and Ryder have been rumored to be reprising their roles. However, nothing is set in stone.
Go ahead, make my millennium.
Number 7, Edge of Tomorrow 2. Live, Die, Repeat, and Repeat. When it was released in 2014, Edge of Tomorrow may have surprised a few with its overwhelming critical response. The sequel is in pre-production, and it turns out the only reason it hasn't arrived on a cinema screen sooner is because the stars are just too busy, with Tom Cruise immersed in the Mission Impossible sequel, and Emily Blunt occupied with one of 2018's best horrors, A Quiet Place. While the first Edge of Tomorrow was praised for its special effects, as well as the performances of Cruise and Blunt, its conclusion was somewhat controversial, and so it'll be interesting to see how the sequel's narrative unfolds.
Training's over. I'll see you tomorrow.
Number 6, Coming to America.
Good morning, my neighbors!
If you're wondering why you don't see much of Eddie Murphy anymore, well, the reason's pretty simple.
Because I don't want to do anything else that sucks ever again.
It looks as if the comedian has an idea for a sequel to one of his more admired movies, though, with Murphy personally contacting screenwriter David Sheffield to begin work, 30 years after the release of the original. Although it may seem like Prince Akeem's story was complete, the screenwriters have revealed that the plot will involve Murphy's character pursuing his long-lost American son, who can become the king in the fictional African nation of Zamunda.
God damn, boy, what's that, some kind of weave or something?
It is my natural hair. I have been growing it since birth.
Number 5, King Conan.
Grant me revenge.
The proposed sequel to 1982's Conan the Barbarian has been in a state of turmoil for a number of years now. Though a script named Legend of Conan was snubbed by Universal, Arnold Schwarzenegger is eager to reprise his role as the Barbarian, and it's fair to say there's not much that's gonna stop him. The film will share no relation to the 2011 reboot starring Jason Momoa.
I live, I love, I slay, and I am content.
Rather, this sequel will follow Arnie as an older Conan who spent his entire life a warrior, and now searches for one final battle. With Arnie now in his 70s, it seems the iconic action star isn't making retirement plans anytime soon.
For us, there is no spring. Just the wind that smells fresh before the storm.
Number 4. Bill and Ted Face the Music.
Dude, you gotta have a poker face like me.
Almost 30 years after their first adventure, Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter are reuniting for the third movie in the Bill and Ted franchise. Details of the sequel reveal that we'll see the time-traveling duo now dispirited in their middle age, until they're warned that they must discover a song that will bring peace to the universe, and begin on another adventure.
Well, we'd want to do it for the same reason that we did the first two, which is because
We love these guys.
we love these guys and there's something to say.
While there is no specific release date yet, it looks as if fans are going to see life in the franchise once again. The original creators have penned the script, and pre-production began in May 2018.
Yeah, it would be Bill and Ted in their 50s. I mean, that just makes me laugh right there.
Number 3. Mad Max The Wasteland.
How much more can they take from me?
After the overwhelming success of 2015's Fury Road, it shouldn't be a surprise to hear that a 5th film, and even a potential 6th in the Mad Max franchise, are in the works, including a Charlize Theron-led picture following the one-armed warrior Furiosa. So why haven't these productions advanced? Well, in November 2017, director George Miller's production company filed a lawsuit against Warner Brothers over a reported $7 million bonus, resulting in a holdup in the development of sequels. Fury Road was one of the major blockbusters of recent years, and with Tom Hardy set to reprise his role, it shouldn't be too long before Max is back in the dystopian wasteland.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Number 2. Gremlins 3. For a while, the future of a third Gremlins film looked pretty uncertain. That was until Chris Columbus revealed in April 2018 that production had gotten underway, and that the new movie will almost definitely be a reboot. What's more exciting is that Columbus has stated that the script is, quote, twisted and dark, returning to the elements that everyone loved about the first movie. With a whole new wave of horror films arriving on our screens, it's going to be exciting to see how the dark humor will reflect the horror genre today, and how the reboot will stand apart from the original. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
You got a purty mouth.
Lot worse for yourself.
Oh, thank you. Look at this. This is great now. Thank you, guys.
Hey, excellent. You got
Number 1. The Goonies 2. Rumors of Goonies 2 have been surfacing on the internet for some time. While writer Chris Columbus has played down the idea of a sequel, actor Sean Astin has stated that it will, quote, definitely get made, with or without producer Steven Spielberg.
When he has felt the magic and Dick and he are in agreement, which I believe will happen, then it'll be a thing.
While Astin and Corey Feldman are up for a sequel, child star Jeff Cohen, who played Chunk in the original, gave up acting to become an attorney. While plot details are unclear, we wouldn't be surprised to see the cast from the original make a cameo appearance, while a new set of kids take the reins.
Don't say that! Never say that! Goonies never say die!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.